Okay, it seems like we are just about set up. Hello, all newcomers, and welcome back, my fellow Eternians. As always, it is me, Emperor AP, and today I am going to be expressing some excitement to you all. FLD said, "Hi, how you doing, FLD? It's good to see you." FLD is Nathan. Um, he is one of the nobles in the House of Others for us in our government. He is a press noble. But yeah, so today we are hanging out. We're going to be talking about some exciting new stuff that's going on with the Empire of Eternia and moving forward. But first, I just kind of wanted to make a bit of an announcement. I think I am. Hey, Richard Taylor jumped in. Greetings, Richard. It's good to see you. I'm a little bit disappointed in something that I saw in the community today. Daniel Maloney jumped in and he said, "Hello from the Dan Republic. It's good to see you, Dan." Um, it it really got me today seeing somebody's like commenting today in our Discord because there was a specific post that was asking me about essentially saying, hey, if you don't have a micronational military, if you don't engage in warfare, if you don't, try and create these micronational alliances with a military aspect to them, with a protection-based aspect to them, why is it that how is it that you can consider yourself a real nation? How can you consider yourself pushing for independence and getting full autonomy, declaring yourself something unique? How is that? How are you able to do that? How is that the same thing? And my best answer to that person was essentially that, hey, you don't need a military to be able to show that you have what it takes to be a nation and that you have what it takes to show the support of the community that you're in. The thing that I replied, I was a little bit upset to tell you the truth, but what I was talking with them about, and what I ended up saying was something to the effect of, do you kill people with your military? Because if you don't kill people with the military, you're kind of wasting your time and money. You know what I mean? And I think that was just something that I was throwing out there at the time. I was feeling a little bit upset and frustrated with this person because they really weren't trying to understand the larger context of micronationalism. They were taking this particular piece that they're interested in and this particular way of doing something that they're interested in and saying, hey, this is the only way to go. The thing that's been surprising to me is that there are many ways to go about achieving independence as a micronation, to go about further and further expression yourself as a sovereign entity that people don't fully understand. So I would like to make a video series about that. And I really want to be able to touch into what makes a micronation and show that all of these different nations do things a little bit their own way. They all have their own idea and vision for how to move forward with independence. And that's perfectly fine. But you shouldn't start pointing fingers at people and saying, you're not a micronation, you're not independent, because it's wrong. Like, if someone declares themselves, hey, I am seeking independence, I establish myself as something different than the country that I live in, that doesn't mean that if you're born and raised on soil that is not completely itself independent, if that belongs to someone else, if that has belonged to someone else before you, then and isn't imperfectly inherited by you, then there is some or I guess especially if it's not perfectly inherited by you, there is some issue in some form or fashion that you have with being independent and with being uh, a sovereign entity. So don't judge others based on that. Um, the the thing that's so surprising about this is that people will claim Antarctica and say, I'm going to claim Antarctica, but may feel like this, like micronational warfare um, is the way to go about it, and that there's no other way. Um, I don't I don't understand some of these conflicting viewpoints. Like you're saying, you want this really hard to reach goal, and that you have to kind of force up through any means necessary and through the most ease of access possible if you truly want to achieve your goal. Uh, and instead, you're criticizing those for going through different avenues than you. It, it really baffles my mind. A lot of the time on our Discord, especially, uh, I have gotten like upset with people, and some of that's on me. But I for the most part, have always had an attitude. I think I don't think of I can't point out a time where I didn't, but I've always had the attitude um, of not claiming for someone else that their nation is fantasy or whatever. If they say, no, I am really an independent thing, and I'm trying to push that, and I'm trying to make this um, uh, I'm trying to make this a real unique thing, you have to have the support of the people in the area that you live. So that's why one of the best ways of securing sovereignty to some degree and then working out from there is by owning, purchasing land that is completely yours to do with under the confines of the law of the macronation that it's inside of, that you can. The reason being, if you want to create your own country and you have this idea of a unique sovereign people that are different than anything else in the world, well, okay, there's some steps to that. First, if this land that you're taking has been someone else's for a very, very long time, before you were alive, you can't just straight up say, hey, now it's mine because you want to. There are other people who may depend on that land. The larger nation you're inside of may depend on that land and not want to lose it. So I think you should still always respect the people that you are working with because that's the way to move forward. You can be friendly with people you disagree with. You can be friendly with people you have to work with because that's the best way to be able to achieve your goals. That's the best way to get along and to keep progressing. Generally, it's that old saying, you know, they catch more flies with honey uh, than honey with vinegar or something like that. But or with sugar than with salt. But I just feel that it's incredibly crucial as a community that we as micronations need uh, that we as micronations need some sort of agreeable standard to work with, and that we need to understand that the only way, just as kind of a philosophy, that the only way that we are going to achieve the thing that we want is by refusing to shut each other down over it. We all have kind of the same idea. We all say, hey, you as a person have the right to want to do something different. That's okay. Um, that being the case, we absolutely have to be able to work toward um, building things that further secure our our claims for sovereignty. So you can ask somebody their claims, and you can talk to people about the logic behind that without saying you aren't. You are not this, you are not that. The only time I think I've ever said that a nation is fantasy is if they basically just say, I'm fantasy. I'm not a realistic nation. I'm not trying to become a real nation. So I feel like there's a standard there that needs to be clarified. part of the big stream for this is to talk about some metals that we are bringing out, and it's actually because of that conversation that did inspire me a little bit, and so I'm excited to bring something out, a whole bunch of stuff. Real quick, I'm going to play our music, and then I'm going to have rant over time. I'll answer the chat, and we will get into talking about this cool new thing on our Etsy. If you guys want a sneak peek, go check out the Imperial Market on Etsy right now. Link in the description, I believe. And we should be able to get hype on some new details going on in the Empire of Eternia. Okay. Let me try this. Very cool. Okay. Hey, we got 9 people in. There we go. I appreciate you guys. Also, we are super close to achieving a goal of our. First off, this is very different. We aren't at 11:06 anymore. We are actually, guys, at 11:25, I think. And I am really hype about that. Getting close to 1,200, and I can't wait. Our goal for the year is 2,000. I think we could get it. I straight up think we could get it. If in March we're already coasting up, I don't know. If not, I'm shooting 1,500, but I think we could get 1,500 too. Let me see. I'm certain we could get 1,500. Jack Harris says, why would you protect it? What would you protect it from realistically, or who would you protect it from? That's a fantastic question. That's what I'm saying. If you don't have a specific argument for your independence that goes along with some drastic plea like that, don't do it. You don't need to. There are better alternatives. Richard, jumping into the chat, I appreciate Richard. He is one of our citizens, actually. Richard said, I believe in a militia made up of citizens who want to volunteer to protect Eternia. That way Eternia will be defended by people who really care about it. I appreciate that, and sure, if we ever get to the point, which is what I'm planning for us to have completely new land, unique land on the earth, for us to be able to develop and to cultivate, we are going to have to protect it eventually. But right now we don't need that. You know, I'm not trying to create something that shows a forceful attitude, because that's not what this is. This, I feel like, is a human rights issue. This is an idea of, like, if someone wants to be unique and to create their own, like, way of living, they should be able to do that so long as they are of sound mind and capable of progressing that. So I think this is something that goes in the difference in philosophy of why we're trying to become independent. Or not even why we're trying to become independent. We're all trying to become independent for a higher level of freedom. But I think whatever that means to you. But I think a lot of this idea of militaries and militias has to do with this protection. But if you're already under a Micronation that gives you the freedoms and liberties to be able to express and cultivate opinion and support around you, don't, at least to some degree, don't like try to immediately go throwing hands. It's horrible idea. You shouldn't make enemies, like, ever, when you're trying to get people to agree with what you're saying. It generally doesn't make them. Richard Taylor says, greetings, Gooligan. Richard Taylor says, greetings, Jack Harris. Gooligan said, greetings. FLD said, AP 100% gets mad at me in the Discord, JK. Nathan out here with the jokes. Matt as well, top of our aristocrat board on our website. You guys gotta check Matt out. Also, Matt, was it you or your brother Drew who just purchased the, what was it, 20 or 25 notes? Please let me know. That way I can adjust the leaderboard. The aristocrat board. FLD said AP 100% gets mad. Jack Harris says yo. FLD says yo. Mega Cat's jumping in. We haven't seen Cats in a while. How you doing? Richard Taylor says Jack Harris, nobody right now. However, In a survival situation such as prolonged power outages or civil unrest, it would be wise to have a militia. I think you can also just have like services to do that as well. Like once we get land, we may not have like a militia because there's no reason for it, but we could have things like just people who that's their designated job as like a watch or like a specific uh, specific utility crew to just fix that really quick. Matt said, bring out new Etsy items you shouldn't have, Emperor AP. Matt said, Emperor AP, you shouldn't have. Time to buy some of the new metals and some more Owls merch just cause. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Dutchy Bay said, indeed. Hey, I appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to bring out, is this idea of micronational freedom and unity. I want people to hop on this metal, right? Like I want other nations to hop on this metal. This is the Unity medal by the Empire of Eternia. And what it is it's a shield and an arrow. And it's meant to kind of have like a military style to it, almost like a Roman style or like a Greek style or something like that. But the shield represents, as you can see, all these little twirls on it represent individual micronations and their attempts at sovereignty and at uniqueness. And then that's comprising the shield, essentially our unity, our connection in the center to all of that. And to this overall idea of micronationalism. When we all come together and say we recognize each other, when we come together and say we recognize people's ability to strive for independence and to do that in a positive and beneficial way to the world, when you come together and recognize that just like goodness and um, that shared identity, then we don't need things like these arrows. We are able to sort of have our arrows hang, not be arming against each other, have them down, but also to uh, keep us grounded, to keep us knowing where our connection lies and uh, how our connection uh, really defines us. So it's a pretty cool design, I think. Of course, we have the lovely setup, the hand modeling by Tiffany, and I'm super excited about it. Of course, we have another shot of it right there on me. I had mine a little bit crooked. I'm sure you guys with your professional, like people who have like medals on their uniforms already, that would be uh, a great addition. It has one of the things I was hype about when I made it. It has this little like locking and unlocking clasp for the pin. So when you attach it to something, um, it will be um, able to stay on securely, and it sort of tucks it away. It looks nice. And then, of course, here's an up close of that shield, and like I said, all the little curls in it and everything. Um, and yeah, that's us. Hey, we have 10 viewers. Hey, a whole bunch of stuff. Uh, whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Richard Taylor said, okay. HP says, hope you're not salty about the Lakeland cans are better than Imperial Notes memes. I tried to argue for both sides. I appreciate it. I gotta check it out. You gotta share with me the memes on the Discord. Gooligan says, Matt was laughing about it. Matt, you've invested. You gotta back us up, man. Come on. Jackson Gaming said, hello, can anyone hear me? We can hear you, Jackson. What's going on? Matt said it was indeed me. I purchased 20 more notes. Okay, so then Matt is jumping all the way up, securing his spot. Elijah Wood said, hello, AP. Hello, Elijah. How you doing? Again, famous Mr. Elijah Wood, the actor. Jackson Gaming said, copy. Anyone hear me? Yep, we got you. Nathan said, yes. Jackson said, okay, good. I must have gotten turned in. Uh, tuned in. Okay, nice. Rich Taylor says, okay, that looks very cool. I'll be having one. Nice. I also want it to be adopted by other leaders, though. Like, I want people who have micronations, hit us up. Uh, uh, Gooligan says, I'm just about to see 90 people have this in their cart. Hey, there we go. Elijah said, is this a limited item? We only have 15 up right now. So, depending on how they sell, depending on how people like them, what we might end up doing is like pulling them off the market once people buy enough. And we might keep them going for a little while depending on how popular it is. But all of a sudden, I think one day we're going to just like cut them off hard and then auction them. Like every once in a while, just throw them in to a big auction and see how everybody does. We had 11 viewers just a second ago. We are starting to consistently stay at 10 viewers, guys, and I am so flattered by that. I appreciate it. We are on our way to 2,000. We're on our way actually to monetization. We need 4,000 watch time hours. We've surpassed 2,600. I think we are about to surpass 27. So I'm super, super excited. And the more people watch, the longer they hang on, the better it is for that. So you guys, thank you so much just for watching. You are helping to create Eternia more and more every day. Kingdom of Salem said hi. Hey, how you doing, Kingdom of Salem? It's good to see you again. Nathan said, you can tell AP loves Eternia because he talks so much about it and stuff like that, which is good that you're passionate about it. Nathan, thank you very much. This has been my passion project for the last 4 years. Of course, the last 2 years that we've really had the channel going has been a big jump up for me. And just seeing everybody's support and everybody's reaction. But yeah, absolutely. For the last like 4 years, this has been me. I've been running Eternia. I've been trying to figure this out. So we are getting bigger and better every day. And even with the small community we have, you know what I mean? There are some YouTubers who have tens of thousands of subscribers and stuff who don't really sell merch and who don't really make connection with their community. But to us, we are able to spread our culture. We're able to watch it grow and develop as we continue to grow in subscribers. So it feels like a lot of our community is tight knit, and that the more people come in, the more that community becomes more excited about the culture and more creative and more fulfilling of Eternia. So I feel like it's a snowball effect, and it's going to keep growing and growing, and I cannot wait for it. So yeah, I'm 100% passionate about it. The Duchy of Beige says, hello, Salem. Hello, Duchy of Beige. How you doing? Gooligan said, yes, sir. Richard Taylor said, greeting Beige and Salem. Duchy of Beige says, thanks. Jackson said, day 21 since troops. Oh no, now you're doing that thing. Matt said, AP, I did indeed back you up. I argue for Eternia. Hey, I appreciate it, Matt. Thank you very much. Nathan said, oof. Matt says, Salem and Beige, you really should get this. Agreed. It would like be a big boost to us. And it would also be a thing where we could make a statement in the micronational community. Like, also just tell other micronations about it. When you guys hear other micronations, when you guys get on the Discord and you see other micronations, I'm going to make posts about it. You guys please like hit people up, just people you know who have micronations and stuff. Lock it down, guys, because this is something, like I said, that I want to be like a big like honor statement and a big like connection between all of us in the micronational community. Just this thing that shows that like we're here for each other and we have this unity. We have this support. Hey, hold up, a whole bunch of stuff. Um, uh, um, Matt says, Salem and Beige, you should really get this. I appreciate it. Richard Taylor says, I got my Eternia notes yesterday. They're beautiful. Thank you very much. You'll have to thank Tiffany as well. She did a good bit of the cutting, but I did some of it as well. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the note as well. It's always good to have you, Richard, and I appreciate it. Nathan said, nice. Duchy of Beige says, I'll try to get a medal. Thank you very much, Duchy of Beige. See, stuff like that, that's exciting. When you do, hit us up. Get the, hit us up on Twitter, because we're trying to get bigger on Twitter. We're trying to get bigger on Instagram. So if you guys hit us up on there, we will like share it. We'll shout it out. We'll shout you out on stream. I just want to have a bigger connection with the community. So if we can do stuff like, if you guys send in like little snippets of you being like, hey, I did this thing for Eternia, or hey, I got a thing uh, that's like a part of the micronational community. Hey, I'm spreading something. I want to share that stuff with people, and I want to get people excited about what we're doing. So please let me know. Um, Matt said buying all 15. Wait, let me do this math. Matt, stop. Matt, don't buy all 15. You're going to short the market. Oh, goodness. Uh, Nathan said no. Matt said yes. These are about to jump in value all of a sudden. Matt, the richest person in Eternia is literally trying to buy all of them. Okay, so doing the math, I could get 13 of the medals. Rip. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Matt. Still, though, very, very cool. It would have been a baller move if you bought an entire country's, like, stock of a thing. Don't though. I understand. HP says, I just sent the meme on Discord. Feel free to share it on stream if you want. Lakeland. Um, Oh, thank you very much, Lakeland. It's good to see you as well. I'm excited to talk about the metal stuff. The metal stuff like this and the metal stuff like your ingot. I have some news about that and some stuff that I want to share very soon. But we're still working on it. I'm actually upgrading the forge again, so messing with that a little bit. I'll still be like working with it though, so it's not like anything that's going to stop our production. Just working some stuff out, making it a little bit higher voltage. FLD says nice. Hooligan says I might just make a flex video of all my attorney and merch and send it to my friend Duck so he has citizenship for 1 month. That's very cool. Hey, I appreciate it. Absolutely. Well, and also you can just create content. Like people can just apply for citizenship. We'll hit you up through an email more than likely. So make sure to leave your email. When we go out and we submit these, we just say, hey, if you want to do the tax, the imperial tax, it's Patreon, $1 a month. If not, you should jump into doing uh, our content creation program, setting up for just like making content for our channel. There's 2 ways to do that, and we recommend it to everybody. So I definitely appreciate it, and I'm excited about it, but I don't ever want people to feel like you have to pay money to be a citizen in the Empire of Eternia. You don't. You can just work in the Empire of Eternia. Jackson Gaming says, okay, I'm in again, getting ready for Rebellion. Wish us luck. Enemy advancing 128 yards and closing. Nathan said, LOL. Nathan said, LOL. Nathan said, Empire of Eternia TikTok. Yeah, so we will hit that up eventually. That would be a really cool way to get some support. I think right now though it's a little too soon. I don't know about it. We're still trying to work out the kinks on Twitter and Instagram, but eventually, yes. Richard Taylor says, I saw one of my buddies today and told him about Eternia. He said he would check out your videos, so another potential citizen. That's very cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's one of those things where the more people we show this to, and the more people that know about other micronations and other things like that, it just sparks interest. It just gets the traction moving for, even if that person doesn't particularly become a fan of it, they may still just find it like a curiosity and be like, oh, okay, crazy. And then they remember it in conversation and share it with someone else and pull it up at a party or something. And then it all of a sudden, more and more people start getting involved or at least checking us out. So it's cool to know that that's a way to grow the micronational community really easily. And I appreciate that. I've been doing some similar stuff with my own friends and just sharing kind of what I do more and more. So I appreciate it. Richard Taylor, Matt says, sending the Empire into a sad state by buying all the metals sounds pog. Matt's going to destroy us with his pure capitalism. FLD says, LOL. Matt says, wait, I didn't receive an email. Yo, bet I can pay Duck citizenship for 19 years. Oh, perfect. That would be crazy. Nathan said possibly this weekend when I have a government meeting on Zoom or next week. We're definitely going to have one very, very soon. I really want to, um, I really want to get us set up with a plan through March. I've been trying to set that up with um, Gray and with Steven individually, trying to talk to them about it, but communication has been slow at this moment. So what we're planning on doing, I have you actually, Nathan, working on something already that's going to be helping us to stay consistent. And then whenever we get Steven and Gray jumped back on, we're going to be kickstarting that as well. So may take a day or two, but we will get things roaring through March planned. Probably again going to be pretty relaxed, but we're going to have some stuff that comes out. It's still going to be more than we've ever done in a year, so we're going to be jumping up with that, and then I think continuing forward. So I can't wait. FLD says, so Matt said sounds nice. Shouldn't have shared that out loud. Uh, shouldn't have shared that out loud. Uh, Oh, it's all good. About talking about a government meeting, it's all good. Richard Taylor says, I'll get my medals as soon as I get woke up in the morning. Yeah, that's perfectly fair. I appreciate it. But I also really want to see, I really want to see other nations in the micronational community hit us up. We gotta make this bigger and better. The next thing, ooh, hold up, whole bunch of people. Um, Matt says, uh, 200 notes or sending the empire into a sad state by buying a lot of metals. That's both incredible. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. I, I'm interested. I'm interested to see how this goes. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. And what I think I'm trying to do right now is to actually work a little bit while we're on the stream and talk to you guys, because one of the things that I've been wanting to push forward for you guys just for free to get out the word to the community, I have been trying to finish up our prestige system. So I'm actually going to change this because I don't know. I'm trying to see if I don't know. I don't really like it. Let's try. Okay. Well, ads all the time, but it's fine. There we go. Very cool. All right. So, Matt says, 200 notes or sending the empire into a sad state by buying a lot of metals. Richard Taylor says that's just being greedy. Well, he is the top of the aristocrat board, so it would be an interesting flex. Richard Taylor says that's just being greedy. Matt says my throne shall not be challenged. Jackson Gaming said they have gunpowder and gasoline. Matt said, oh my. Goodness, this is absolutely crazy what's happening to Jackson Republic, I believe is the name of it, right? Gooligan said, oh my. HP said, so if the metals are already made, or do you make them as they get ordered? They are made to order. So you can actually check in the description of the Etsy. Let me show you. Let me jump in real quick. Let me fix all this shit. Okay. So yeah, if you check the Etsy and the Unity Metal handmade description, let's see. Okay. Somewhere on here it should be. I'm trying to figure out where. But yeah, we do do it made to order. So whenever somebody buys one, we hit it up and move forward like that. I want to see if we need to update anything on our website as well. You guys always know to check out our micronational map and to apply for it if you haven't. I think pretty quickly our micronational map video is supposed to come out, so I am really, really excited about that. Dutchy of Beige says, oh no. Matt said, Jackson said, enemy 29. Yards, we are screwed. You guys got it. It's all right. Matt said, remember to like the video before getting gunned down. That's accurate. I appreciate it, Matt. Matt, one of our citizens, top of the aristocrat board, always helping us to get that support, even during the most crazy of situations. One of the things that I want to add to our website real quick is our guide to foundation and principles, and I want to add that to the bottom of our page at our About Us, because I think it's something that people deserve to read and check out about our nation, just to learn a little bit about it. At some point we may offer like a nice hardcover version of it or something like that, in case you guys would want to have like a physical version, but with like nice artwork and stuff. But until then, we will continue out with this. I have had a number of book like ideas that I've tried to push forward within the time that we've had this channel, and I have not yet, so I will work on that. But specifically the Guide to Foundation of Principles is something that's already written. It's just being tweaked right now, and then will be put out very soon. So expect that. I want to say by the end of the week, but I don't want to rush it either. Richard Taylor says, throw a Molotov cocktail at the guy with the gunpowder and be done with him. Richard Taylor was ready for it. HP said, did you ever get that person the patch you said they were waiting on for a long time? Steven, I have not. I actually, I have a particular, I have kind of a surprise thing, but it's coming. Don't worry. I am 188 days late on it. It's ridiculous. So I put out, if you guys don't know, this is just one of those live and learn lessons for Eternia. When we started out doing our Etsy shop, we started out with the Eternia notes, and we also pretty quickly came out with a patch. It's a patch, but it was a patch that you wore as a pin on your shirt, and so it was a particularly interesting item. It was hand sewn, and it had the Eternian symbol hand sewn in it, and you could pick what colors you wanted and stuff. So Steven bought one for us, and bought a different one, a color that was different than the one that I had. So I went out and tried to search for it and had a whole big thing. Anyway, I've been incredibly late on that, and that streak is about to be over. I come back with my word, even if it is ridiculously late, and I have apologized consistently every time we've talked. So HP says, but anyway, long story short, that is coming soon. Nathan said, made one meme on the sheets. If you want to pull it up, you can. It's not the best, but I'll get better. Okay, I will definitely check it out. Gooligan Matt said, which person? Richard Taylor said that was for Jackson Gaming. Jackson Gaming said, Project Flower activated. Sing your prayer. Sing your praise. What? I'm so confused. Anyway, the chat's being crazy, and we're going to jump into another pink bee. There we go. So yeah, we are getting the Unity Metal moving as well. Like I said, I want to get our doc stuff set up for the guided foundation and principles. I want to show you guys this as well, just because it's something useful to know and to talk about. I think we've talked about it a little bit on the stream before, but I'll go over it again in just brief detail. So the guided foundation and principles basically is our regularly updated version of basically just the defining principles of what the Empire of Eternity is and how its foundation has been established. So how it has established like its government and its structure and its organization. And as this nation continues to develop and continues to grow, that will shift and mold and change and become more and more solid. So this is something that is continuing to build and is something that I am incredibly excited about. We have, of course, the government structure up here. We have a preface that just talks kind of about the reason that I started the Empire of Eternity and stuff like that. If you guys want to check out like some extra content just to learn about us, that's one thing to check out. I will share very soon. We have, of course, our government structure, sort of the hierarchy of our government, and we have the prestige system and an explanation of that. That is going to be dropped as well in the Guided Foundation and Principles, because it is one of our newest releases. And so we're also coming up on the establishment and initial phase of the prestige system. Definitely look out for that. But this kind of explains a brief walkthrough of what that is, how it works, and what the uses of it are. And the same thing, those are for all the different licenses: license of sovereignty, license of citizenship, and dignitary license. We also have a little bit just about our culture, you know, part of the thing that continues to update and develop about Eternia regularly. So we're going to, like I said, have multiple versions and iterations of this that come out and need to be adapted. So when you look at this and you read this, we're going to have it a little more cleaned up. Like I need to establish one more holiday and stuff like that. Whenever I get this done pretty quickly, it's going to be something that is a first version. So take it over, read it, know that this is what we're actively working on, and this is the thing that is helping us to develop as a nation. So we are moving forward with it, and we're excited, but it's one of those things as well that really will adapt as we move forward. I think we will always stay with the same like governmental system, but you know, certain words or phrases, things that you might read in here, may be edited, particularly you know, further locking down the prestige system, and of course testing it as people are working with it and making sure that that system is smooth and is easy to understand. There may be some tweaks here and there, but this should be the primary document that people use for reference, and we will continue to move forward from there. Everything else, there are other details, you know, that doesn't mean this is all we are, but it is a guide of getting started. It's the intro to us, and it should hopefully be a pretty detailed encapsulating thing. Multiple things. Nathan said nice. Matt said wait, 1.12K, we did it, only 3 months in. Yeah, exactly, we are moving forward. Jackson said some code name. FLD said, which is Nathan, said thanks, Captain Obvious. Republic of Crotania said, where are you from? USA, Canada, EU? We are from the US. If you're talking about us, Republic of Crotania. Gulligan says, I must go for a bit, be back soon, see ya. Emperor AP is from USA. Yep, that's accurate, Matt, see ya. Jackson said, heavy gunfire. Richard Taylor said, USA. Duchy of Beige said, see ya, Matt. Jackson said, ink shard, oh, what? Richard Taylor says, I live in 2 states, Virginia and confusion. That's hilarious. Let me, oh goodness. I didn't even realize that hasn't been active this entire stream. Boop. Boop. Let me throw up the chat. I don't know why the chat hasn't been up this entire time. It's gonna blow up when it realizes. Hold on. Is it active? Do I have to refresh it? Or is it good? Oh gosh, I have not had the chat up this entire time. Let me refresh the cache, hit done, and let's see if it works. I'm feeling a type of way about it. All right. Jackson said bomb detonated. The thing I'm really thrown by what Jackson's saying. So I just want to express to everybody, there's a lot of stuff that's about to be happening with us, and I really want nations to reach out to us and talk to us about it. We are going to be continuing to move forward with reaching out to some of those nations. But if you are interested in that, definitely hit up our alliance application. If you are wanting to talk through some of these systems, some of these ideas with us, please let us know in our Discord, by email, wherever it is that you can get to us at. On our website, we have forms to fill out that you can do for chat. A whole bunch of stuff. Finally, the chat works. FLD said boom and jumped in. Good to see you, Nathan. Um, um, Nathan said USA, United States of Attorney. I appreciate it, Nathan. Dutchy Beige says nice. Jackson Gaming said boom. Nice. So yeah, we are we're talking about this idea of essentially um, a first development of a complex system for us. That being something that, a lot of micronations have very broad explanations of how their nations will work once they get to a certain level and, seeing that. But this is something that we're actually trying to put into practice and something that will be developed as we continue on. So that's something that's quite a bit to think about. Excuse me one second, guys. Let me play some music for y'all. So you don't have to listen to me chewing. Jeez. Ooh. The Empire of Zircoland said, "Hey there, we emailed you a request for a virtual diplomatic discussion. Are you up to that? We can definitely talk about it." Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any Can you give us descriptions of what it's on and what you want to do? Do you have a schedule for it or anything? If we could know in advance, that just might help me to say prepare for some of the ideas we're talking about. Maybe look things up and just try and understand it a little bit better. But yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it. I will email you back and reply. Um, HP said, "I forgot to do the map, dang." Always still time. Just check out our website. There's a link right on there. Jackson Gaming says, "Enemy advanced." Yeah, he's still doing the war thing. FLD Nathan said, "I'm gonna go to school tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I have school tomorrow. See you. Have a good day. You too. See you, Nathan." Nathan's always cool. Richard Taylor retracted his message, and Jackson, of course, always. Ooh, wait, hold up. His thing shows up here anyway. Richard Taylor says founding documents are always important. Without them, we have no guidance. Oh, okay. Here we go. Without them, we have no guidance for the future. I can't wait to read the final draft. Thank you very much. I'm really excited about it. And I agree. I think the thing that's really interesting about it is it it's something that I don't want to. I want it to be fairly timeless. I don't want it to be something that needs a ton of tweaking, but I know, especially in the beginning, there's going to be some tweaking. So I'm excited to see how people take it. I'm excited to see the thought process. And I can't wait for it. A lot of it is stuff that you guys already know. You know about the emperorship, you know about the houses and their roles, and just one developing sort of our culture, the other one developing our monetary system, and keeping track of our progress in both of those fields, and spreading the ideas of the Empire of Eternia and stuff, trying to lock all of that down into a system where, as we add people, it just becomes a smoother and smoother process, and a stronger and stronger structure, has been really, really important to just building a micronation for us. So in creating these documents, it's hoped that we can pass these down not only to people who are just curious to know more about us and to understand why we're doing the thing we're doing, but also for people who are interested in joining us and in, say, seeking a job with us, or say, moving toward creating content, or any sort of potentially applying for like a governmental position as a citizen or something. Just being able to read through the official documentation that says this is what this means, and this is how this works, is really cool, I think. I have read a few micronations before I came up with this one. I've read quite a few micronations founding documents, as well as just official founding documents and stuff. I don't think this is going to be that same feel really at all. This feels more like a manual. But I think that's kind of the idea, is I would hope that in the future, this could be something that someone could easily just like have on there. Like, people don't really have like the Constitution on their phone and things like that. You can, but it's not super effective or useful. I think this as like a little, just basically like a pocket dictionary for the Empire of Eternia, that whenever if at the point where we are our own people, fully established, have a large industrialized economy and stuff like that, on the scale of hundreds or thousands of people, if we have someone come into the Empire of Eternia and need to understand this complex system, which may be very different from the society that they live in, they can be told on the way over, hey, by the way, thank you for coming. You can download this thing on your phone, and it's just a full, completed, updated description of the Empire of Eternia and all the things you need to know. You can look stuff up in it. It has like search terms and tables. Just a complete, like a Pokedex for Eternia. And I think that's going to help a lot of people both understand us and what we do and how we work, but it also will teach a lot of people about the micronational community and about the necessities that develop when trying to create a nation. So I'm excited for it. The Duchy of Beige says, I kind of forgot I was working on my own document. Very cool. Duchy of Beige, how are things going, by the way? Greenistan National News official says communication line is being disabled. I don't know what I'll do. um, goodness, Jackson. Or I guess Greenistan. HP said, would you let non-Eternians make content on the channel? Absolutely, yes. That's been, like, we've reached out to nations before to, like, do content with us, and to try and just establish some communication. Like, a lot of the, I'm so excited. I'm legitimately so excited. All of the time, we talk about trade and diplomacy and things like that, and people are like, it's, Eternia doesn't accept a lot of allies or whatever. That's not true at all. We do accept a lot of allies. All we're asking is that you provide something of economic value. Something of economic value is creating content. If you create content for us and we're allowed to monetize that content, if it's something that you make exclusively for the Empire of Eternia, that's something that, like, if you did regularly and committed to on a regular basis, could just like have the means and potential for an alliance. You know what I mean? Like, that's easy. Like, we could, that's a really cool way to start like diplomatic relations, and I'm so surprised that more people don't bring that up. Yes, absolutely. I've talked about it before on the channel. 100%, you can absolutely make content for us, and that would be a great way to bring together our two nations and let us learn more about each other. As well, it would be cool to just like see your content, potentially your views and your ideas on the Empire of Eternia. Potentially stuff about like how you think different things are going in the world. I just want to see more of that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. Um, if you want to, um, that is Lakeland, yes, we can absolutely talk about that. Hit me up either on Discord or by email, and we can 100% talk about that. That would be very cool as well. If you have content that you want to make for us, definitely hit me up. I'm excited. Matt said back. Dutchy Beige says welcome back. Golden Freddy does Roblox said BRB. See you soon. Matt said it's bad when he says goodness. Thank you, Beige. You're right. Goodness. I sound like a little old man at 22. Richard Taylor says, got a Barron's Law dictionary. It'll help you find the appropriate terms to solidify the document so it can't be undermined. That's very cool. I used it when I wrote my document for Aldera. That sounds very nice. I am excited to see it. I can't wait to check it out. Also, Aldera. That sounds very cool. I will get a Barron's Law dictionary. I might also just use like some online legal dictionary. I'll check it out. Empire of Whitewind said back. Random person said random question. What is your actual name? No. That's a solid question, random person. Thank you. Dutchy Beige said things are going pretty swell. I've been thinking about making triangular coins. That's very cool. I'd be excited to see. Gulligan says that's awesome. HP said you'd also be helping them with get their names out there, so it's kind of a win-win. Agreed. It is. HP said I might make some videos. For sure. That's very cool. I would love that. Please do. Let's see. Yeah, so Empire of Whitewind said, hello Emperor AP, on behalf of me, Emperor Redacted, emailing you soon, and my royal family, we are going to wish to make an alliance, no trade, to keep our nation safe from any foreign powers / minors declaring war on us. Oh, okay. I was really confused. It's Tiffany. Has she finished her dinner? No. Has she finished her? I don't know. Okay. Am I being too loud?
Did you eat it?
No, it's not.
Eat it.
I ate a few bites.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You sure? Yay! I cooked tonight, guys. I cooked tonight, and it was edible. We had stir fry. I did stir fry. Check out stir fry. It doesn't look that good on camera, but it's stir fry. Multiple things. Empire of Whitewind, I would love to hear from you. Please do absolutely hit me up as soon as possible. I'm excited to see that. By the way, if you guys want to see the medal in person, here it is. Here's the Unity medal. We have one made. Very, very cool. Unity medal. Very exciting. I appreciate you guys contacting me about it, us talking about it. As well, we want more nations to adopt the Imperial Note, and we will have more information about that very soon. But if any nations want to support the Imperial Note and use it to back their economy and to make their to use as their currency, we would love to have it. The Kingdom of Salem said we are neutral. Very cool. Very like Switzerland. Salem and Switzerland. Very similar. Gooligan, Matt said, I don't believe him when he said edible. It's edible. It's possible. You can do it, technically. Kingdom of Salem says triangular coins are cool. Random person said random question. What is our actual name? Please answer. Are there two of you in the room? Like at the same time, random person? If there are two of you in the room, it's a fantastic question. I have no idea. What is both of your actual name? That's a great question. It's a fantastic question. Empire of Light One says we could use the Imperial Note as our currency, as we do not have one right now, as I have forgotten to make one. Fantastic. Well, you could always. Ooh.
Learn music production online
Ooh,
at the Los
let me mute it. What's up? I was gonna say. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Let me hit you guys up by showing you that you can actually purchase that on our website. So that'll be something. Well, on our Etsy, and actually, we will be setting up links and stuff to that very, very soon. Because I'm actually going to have a web store on our website as well, so that'll be something to look forward to. That'll be connected to our Etsy. But here's our Etsy. Of course, we have the Unity Medal, which I want more micronational leaders as well to purchase, so that we can all come together. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, and just sort of support each other and show that we recognize each other, and that is something that is a symbol of unity and support for each other. Imperial Notes, of course, we have 5-pack of Imperial Notes. We are... multiple things. We also have the Owl's Mark. We have the Owl's Mark packages actually all ready to go, which is really, really cool. These are going to be the things that go out, and I'm not going to show you what's inside because that's actually a little bit of a surprise and a secret, but the actual Owl's Mark, the ring, is in there. If you guys don't know what the Owl's Mark is, I will go to that as well. It's over here. It is the ring that shows kind of support for the Eternian elite, and shows who is in the Eternian elite. It's the people who are helping to establish our economy and helping to support us as we grow toward land. So these people can show off that they are wealthy contributors to the Empire of Eternia by purchasing this ring and sort of showing that they are amongst the elite. And so we have quite a few of these that we're about to start sending out as a special thank you to those of you who have contributed so much to us. As well, again, we have these Imperial Notes. These are linked one-to-one to the US dollar, so when you purchase these, you are actually helping to support the Empire of Eternia and to back this currency. So we take your USD and we use that as a safety net to back and give value to our Imperial Notes. So that actually helps to build our treasury and helps us to move toward a land purchase. Now, when you get these Imperial Notes, you can, they're a physical currency, they can be used, but pretty soon we are going to be actually establishing them as a connection to our larger economy and into actually purchasing other items. So if you wanted to purchase Imperial Notes for your Micronation, I remember Empire of White Wind saying that they might support the economy. Empire of White Wind said, unfortunately, I'm younger, so I cannot buy things myself. I've been trying to talk my parents into letting me buy some of this stuff to make a strong alliance in the future. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm excited to see like content and stuff as well. If anybody wants to submit content, that's a great way to help as well. Kingdom of Salem said, no, I shall not adopt the note. We have our own currency. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Salem. Richard Taylor said, greetings to Tiffany. I will tell her you said greetings. She's actually in the room right now. She is like finishing up your thing. I actually need to contact you pretty soon about it, because there's like a small change thing that I think she wanted to show you, but we're gonna like take a picture of it and show you how it looks. Greenistan National News official said Russian stuff. Very interesting. John Sean said, any thoughts on how to make ceremonial uniforms? Yes, so I have talked a little bit about my uniform and how to create a uniform in a previous video, and I recommend you check that out. But it depends on so a ceremonial uniform, I want to make a video about this in general, but a ceremonial uniform is something that has to have a cultural definition to you. You know what I mean? When somebody sees this uniform for you, what does it mean? If you just see a person in just a plain suit and nothing else, that may not have a lot of meaning or impact to you. There's some. Ooh, okay. We actually have we have Tiffany's drawing. Ta-da! For
You're doxing me
Richard.
with my signature.
Sorry. Appreciate it. For Richard. We have this thing. But anyway, so what we're trying to do is to set up. We are trying to set up a. Uh, ooh. Um, we're trying to set up a system so that when people have these imperial notes, they can purchase other items such as the Unity medal, such as our Mark of the Owl ring, or Owl's marks, excuse me. How to make a ceremonial uniform, it really has to be something that connects to your culture and your identity as a micronation. So for us, that means being connected to the some event or some purpose with the things that you make. So John Sean, what I would recommend that you do for creating your uniform is to make it something that means something to you. Make it something that has details that are, you know, thought of with a purpose and have definition to them and impact and feeling. Make them something that connect to your real life and that are important to you, and I think that will resonate to a lot of people. So have them based around the ideas that you feel like are important and the morals that you feel like are important, and connection to your history. You know what I mean? If you have a cool memory of something that happened in your life or on the land that you created or whatever, that's a cool thing to add to a micronational uniform. So when people show up and see your cool micronational uniform, they ask you about it, and you can tell all the great stories of your nation or all the reasons that all these things happened to you, and this is how you look because of it. That's cool about meeting people from other cultures, and that's a big part of what makes a micronational uniform or a ceremonial uniform so cool. Mine, of course, you guys have seen it, is myself with the green jacket, the red ascot, and some slack pants, but as well as my actual necklace as well. But that's worn on very, very rare occasions. The the connection to a ceremonial uniform, though, is something that means something to you. And if you are interested in starting a ceremonial uniform, I do recommend the Unity medal for it. Of course, I'm going to be biased, but it's something that I really want to try and spread as a connection between micronations, as saying, hey, this is something that means something to me, and that I recognize these other micronations as micronations, that it means on a fundamental level all micronations that are trying to achieve this independence and this sovereignty, that they are doing so in recognition of each other, and doing so trying to lift the community up as a whole and make that possible for more people. So if you are interested in adding some culture to your uniform, something that people can look up and find more information about, the Unity medal is definitely going to be one of those things. We're going to actually take the Unity medal and put information on our website about it, and like talk about it, and give like photographs and have images of people wearing it. So when we have other micronational leaders who buy the Unity medal, we're going to share that with not only our Twitter and our Instagram and stuff like that, but we're also going to share it with people. Anybody who purchases the Unity medal, please show it off with us. Same thing with your Owl's mark, because we would love to see people wearing them and talking about sort of who that is and what it means to them. And I think that's a cool thing about seeing the culture of a nation, and a part of the reason why we're so excited to show off our friends and our community on our website. it builds that feeling, that culture, that love for Eternia, in how it interacts with people and in how it has been shaped by its past. Richard Taylor says, I love it. Ooh, a whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff. Um, Another reason I want to start a homestead in Eternia is because you mentioned wanting to contribute to the community where Eternia is established, and nothing says community like a farmer's market. Agreed. Matt said, wait, what can I pay? I need a new profile pic. Um, I can pay, I need a new profile pic. You need a profile pic of, for the art? Yeah, absolutely. Richard said he loves it. I appreciate it. Richard, I know this is a little bit of a private thing. Are you comfortable paying 20 for it? Because, and maybe for people in the future, this is all Tiffany commission. I have nothing to do with this. I don't, but I also care about Tiffany and is something that she's doing with her art. So if you guys like it, like that's all her. Richard, are you comfortable with 20 for it? Because she did make it bigger than she thought, and so it took her a little more time. But just tell us what we think, what you think. I know you originally said 15. Um, Kingdom of Salem said, I used 14's currencies, one of them. I do not actually have one in my collection. Matt said, just about to see micronational generals with medals coming, covering their entire uniform. Fashion. Exactly. But that's the thing, though. A lot of people do, and they just have these random medals, and it's just like they look cool, and maybe, this is our Medal of Honor, and this one's our medal, and they just copy other medals or whatever. Or maybe they will have other people's medals sometimes, military medals from other countries. But I think there's something about having something recognized within a larger community, such as the Unity Medal, that if a lot of micronational leaders wear it, will just be well known and will become rare and will become special to have in the micronational community. Zane Karatala said, where can I buy the Unity Medal? You can buy it on our Etsy shop. So there is a link in the description of this video that says micronational goods and merch. I believe is something like that, or merch and micronational goods. It's the Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/the Imperial Market. I will send you a link to it in the chat. I appreciate you asking. Matt said links in our description are Etsy. Kingdom of Salem said, I think Greenistan National News official said we were loved, but the enemy is resting now. Thanks Google Translate. Interesting. Empire of Whitewind said, as our country army motto is never fear to step up, but never back down. That's very, very cool. See, and I think that's something that really, really connects with um, uh, our micronational medal, and just saying that we recognize other people's like existence and their desire for freedom and their own cultures. So it's something that breeds like support of other cultures in the micronational community, and I think that's important. Matt said Matt said Tiffany, big bucks, 100%, the biggest of bucks. Richard said, hey, and I appreciate it. Matt said, this is our LGBTQ medal. It shows our support to LGBTQ LGBTQ plus. Meanwhile, the micronation being existed. That's very cool. I would 100% do like an LGBTQ support medal. That would be very cool. Zane Karatala said, long live Emperor AP. Hey, I appreciate it, Zane. Thank you very much. Zane, it sounds like you're hype about it. If you have a micronation, you should hit up our micronational map. But Zane, if you are just a sovereign, an individual who doesn't have a micronation, or if you're somebody who wants to support our micronation, I recommend you hit up our citizenship application. We need more good people, and we always want to try to push out more stuff for people, more ideas, more connection to our community. So if you want to be a part of that and help us, you can always hit up our micronational citizenship application on our website, link in the description. Zane said, long live Emperor AP. Gooligan said, long live Emperor AP. I am flattered, you guys. Y'all always help me out. It's really, really cool to see the community come out on like a Tuesday, or is it a Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, to just talk about what it is that a nation's doing to grow and to connect with a community and a culture. So um, I appreciate y'all. And there's, I think, nothing that says like support micronational leaders and support the micronational community like the Unity Medal. This is something internal to the micronational community where we can say, hey, this is what this means to us, and we are proud to wear it. So I am excited to see that. This shouldn't be about uh, any one nation, but it should be about all of our micronations. I think that's what the Unity Medal shows. Um, I'm going to go ahead and play another pink beat, but after that, I think we are probably going to start winding down. Simply because there's a lot to do tonight. I have some stuff to jump on for my own classes before I head to bed tonight. Just something real quick that I have to turn in. But I am excited to be sharing this with you all and talking about, like we did at the beginning of the stream, just that it's so cool. Real quick, let me get this fixed. There we go. It is so cool to see everybody support us. Richard Taylor said, I can do 20, no problem. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Matt said, Zane, come on, my guy, be a citizen with us. Salem said, we have no army motto, but our national motto is freedom for cats. Freedom for cats is very cool. I know Moondust would incredibly support that. I've actually kind of been wanting to start putting him in some of my videos because I miss Uno so much. So I do want to do that more intensely. Duchy of Beige says strength and simplicity. Matt says, as I say again, bruh. Zane said, can you send the link to the Imperial Market on Etsy in the chat? Sure, let's hit it up, guys. I might have it. Let me see. But guys, if somebody beats me to it, definitely send the link in the chat. I don't know if you guys can, though, is my big issue. I will send you straight up to the Unity Medal, and from there you can go to the Imperial Market right here. Control C, or actually no, I'll give you straight to the website, straight to the Imperial Market. I got you. That's all right. I got you. I got them all set up. Yep, we're good. Got them. Etsy link sent it. Here it is. Etsy link. Ooh, 18 sales. That's crazy. We had 17 earlier. People are hitting it up. I appreciate it. Like $100. Ooh, that's insane. I'm blown away. I really am by this community. I do get like thrown a lot of the time on these streams because I'll just sit back and I'll have a moment of realizing how much support there is for this. And it makes me happy. I appreciate you guys. And we're still going forward with it. We just are. Land still coming. I want to do something very soon on the website. I have a ton of website stuff I need to update and just get out for you guys because there's so much. But one of the things that I want to do is get out a somebody recommended this in the chat actually, a level up meter or something, like a bar, the progress bar that shows how long, just like we have up here with the help us get to 2,000 subs. I want to have a progress bar on our website that says this is how far we are from land. And this is how much money our treasury holds. And once we get closer and closer to land, we can start really pushing it. Zane Karatala says, I can't be a citizen because I'm Emperor of Zerkoland. Very true. Okay, yeah, I remember you now. I appreciate it. I will reply to you, Zerkoland, in your email. Absolutely. Just let me know when you would like to do a discussion. Gooligan said Poggos. Matt, absolutely. I appreciate it. Kingdom of Salem said White Wind, your micronation is about mine. Uh, Empire of White Wind said monarchy, if so. Salem said yep. Nice. Empire of Whirlwind said constitutional or parliamentary. Matt said no, whenever you want citizen ship is always open, I think. Yes, absolutely. Citizenship is always open. Matt says, just a random question. How much money has Eternia made so far? Hey, I mentioned that. Yes, absolutely. It was Matt. Matt brought it up. Richard Taylor said, good idea. Everybody thank Matt for that. Matt, I'm going back to the website just because you gave us an awesome idea. Matt, top of that leaderboard. Look at that. 40 notes. Just bought another 20 notes, I think. So that's going to bring him up to 60 total notes. That's going to be crazy. Um, Alliances, let me see. What do we need? We need to go to the shop. Nope. We're looking for. Oh, how much money Attorney's made. Okay, so that actually would be a total thing. I gotta jump into a form for us. Give me. Well, ooh, that's not accurate. I'll tell you as of the last time. As of last time I checked, I can sure tell you that much. Um, oh no, it's in our drive. Imperial Treasury. No, gosh. No, 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 no. Goodness. Goodness, Treasury. I'm just Googling it. I'm Googling it. I'm looking it up. Gosh, I am an old man. I'm searching it in my drive. There we go. Okay. As of the 19th of February, we had total $347.45. I think now we are going to be a lot farther past that. I need to check on it, but we're probably at or over 4 now. So our economy is moving forward. We're almost at, once we hit 500, we'll be at 1/20th of what we need for land, at least in our starting estimates. Again, we're going to look and we're going to nail down that number to see if it truly can be 10,000, but that's what we're looking at right now. Empire of White Wind said, okay, I'm going to be completely honest. Kingdom of Salem says, White Wind constitutional but no public elections. Empire of White Wind said, I've been asking my parents for me to buy 100 notes. Hey, that's very cool. I would appreciate it. Ooh, Matt said you better not. Ooh, he would blow Matt out of the water. That's true. Matt would have to buy 40 or 50 more notes in order to catch up. He would topple the leaderboard as the emperor of another nation. The emperor of another nation would top our aristocrat board. That would be crazy. I would love to see it. Kingdom of Salem said LOL. Richard said wow, 100. Empire of White Wind said Salem, we are the same. Matt said extreme cautions lead to extreme measures. Try me. Do it, do it, do it. Interesting. I am very curious to see how this is going to go. The battle of the aristocrats. Only in the Empire of Eternia. Goodness. This will be a breakdown for the ages. See, micronations don't need wars when you have money fights. Are you kidding me? This is such a cooler way to do micronationalism. Oh man. We got wealthy people flexing on us like it's Downton Abbey out here. This is incredible. All co-signing it. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in here that is important to check out in just our guide of foundation and principles, which I'm excited about. I want to figure out a good day. I'm going to just throw a random day. Not a random day. It was a random day in February because we have birthdays all throughout February. So I'll do February February 28th. There we go. Support day to show support for initial Eternian citizens, many of whom's birthdays are in February. Long title. February 28th, 2021. That's when it was created. Okay, perfect. We got it. We figured it out. That's one thing we've moved forward with. Okay, our webcam has died. Sorry about that, guys. Let me fix it. And we should be back to normal. Oh, okay, let me fix it. For real, guys. So now I gotta go back in here. Be annoyed by it. Turn it back on. Have it turned back on. Yep, there we go. Okay, sorry about it. A lot of stuff. Empire of Whitewind said, okay, this is going to become a battle for the ages. Goodness. Empire of Whitewind said, I myself have over 200 US dollars. Richard Taylor says, at Gooligan, that's desperate times call for desperate measures. Kingdom Salem said, grab the popcorn. Gooligan said, $400. Let's go. Duchy of Beige said, 20 USD. Ooh. I appreciate it, Duchy of Beige. You can hit me up. You can do it. We can have that money. We can have that attorney and transaction going in your micronation. Matt said, let's go. Empire of Whitewind said, time to work in the fields, LMAO. Goodness. Gilligan said, LOL. Zane said, are you in college, Your Imperial Majesty? I sure am. I'm actually studying physics, so that's something that I'm excited about. I'm actually getting hopefully near to the end of my degree. I am a junior right now. Matt said, uh-oh, camera broke. Empire of Whitewind said, me? Yep, it did mess up. Richard said, while Gooligan and Whitewind are buying up all the notes, I'll be quietly buying up everything else. This is how it goes. Then it becomes a rarity, and everybody's spending notes like crazy to buy these products that only Richard has. Richard's getting exclusive stuff too. Richard is in an interesting, like, specific market in Eternia. He's like, I only buy stuff that you can't get anywhere else. He's like, I buy the Owl's marks, which are eventually going to go out of the store. I buy I buy some notes. I buy some Eternian. Richard, you buy so much that you buy. You bought a picture. You bought a picture from Tiffany. I didn't even know that was possible. You blew me out of the water with that one. So yeah, Richard just buys super unique stuff. I'm impressed. Empire of Whitewind said, I'm not Whitehead. My bad. If I said Whitehead, I'm sorry. Empire of Whitewind. Who said Whitehead? Did I say Whitehead? Oh, goodness. Richard Taylor called him Whitehead. Empire of Whitewind said LMAO. Matt said, Richard, this is a smart move considering you can sell them for a lot more later on. Exactly. Richard Taylor says Whitewind, sorry. Whitewind said it's fine. Richard said autocorrect sucks. Whitewind said it does. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're moving on right now. That's what we've been working on, and we're gonna keep bringing it to you. So honestly, guys, I appreciate you, and I know that we are getting, like, every time I always say, please like, please subscribe, please do all that because it absolutely helps us. But at the same time, we are moving forward and we are doing well, and it's all because of you guys. We're actively making our economy grow. We're actively going to be able to show you guys the projections for that. This is all very, very cool, and I can't wait. We're at 128 subscribers. 1,128. We need 2 more subscribers to hit 1130. This is cool, and then we'll be at 1140 and 1150. This is how this channel grows, absolutely. So if we check as well, a whole bunch of our videos have started to like hit 100 views within a few days. It's been really, really cool. We have getting close to surpassing that straight up 27. We're at 2655 public watch time hours, and that's the thing. If we have people watch something like this, for example, for an hour and a half, if we have 2 hours of views and we have 10 viewers consistent, that's 20 hours of views right there. So when we do a stream like this, if we can get, 20, 30 people involved, we can start getting a lot of watch time hours and racking our stuff up really quick. So you guys, please, when a stream is going on, tell your friends, tell people to go get on their devices and jump on and watch the stream, because the longer that does, the higher the watch time hours are. The higher those watch time hours are, the closer it ticks toward that 4,000, which means we are making money off of ad revenue on our YouTube. That'll also help us to grow toward our goal of land even quicker. So if you guys jump on and help with that, it's a way where even if you can't afford to spend money on things with the Empire of Eternia, like our notes, investing in our economy, growing with us that way, you can always just help us make money by watching the channel. And that's a big thing. So thank you guys. The more you share that, the quicker that becomes like direct growth and influence of our economy just by watching the channel. A whole bunch of stuff. Zane kept saying, ooh, a whole bunch of stuff. Matt said, Emperor AP, you give me ideas now. I should buy Owl's Marks and the Unity medals. No, this is interesting. Matt said, how many rings did Richard get? But you can always use your notes to buy other things. This is, whatever. Matt said, Richard Taylor said 1. Matt said, Pog, I got 2. Whitewind said, fight for the rings now. Zane said, long live Emperor AP. Matt said, LOL. Zane said, long live Emperor AP. Empire of Whitewind said, I'ma buy 3. Zane said, long live Emperor AP. Appreciate it. Richard Taylor said, it's not a contest to me. This became a rhyme. Hold up. I love it. Matt said, you talk mad money, Whitewind, but do you live up to it? Ooh, this is just becoming a rap beef. There was, long live Emperor AP, LOL. Long live Emperor AP, I'm by 3. Long live Emperor AP, it's not a contest to me. And then Gulligan said, you talk mad money, Whitewind, but do you live up to it? Never was, Richard. It's just business. Matt's going hard out here. Everybody, Zane, Matt, and Whitewind all participated, and Richard all participated in that freestyle. That was cool. Empire of Whitewind said, more you have, the least it sells for sure. Hold up. More you have, the least it sells for, to it not being as rare. Yeah, that's true. Zane says, good night, everyone. Gotta go. See you, Zane. Hope you have a good night. Whitewind said, do. Kingdom of Salem said, a war is over. Notes is soon. Richard said, good night, Zane. Good night. Everybody said good night, Zane. Duchy of Beige hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Salem said, oop, war over notes is soon. Richard Taylor says, not business to me either. It's about the idea. Everybody's going in on it. Everybody, all these aristocrats. These are, if you guys don't know how big a deal this is, let me show you this. This is our aristocrat board. This is the people who have bought the most notes in the Empire of Eternia. We have Matt, of course. He's been throwing mad money around at 40 notes. His brother Drew as well, 30 notes. They owned a combined, like, large percentage of our economy right now. It's really interesting. Of course, we have Raymond from another nation. I need to actually look up the name of his nation, but he was in our Discord for a long time, actually from another nation, supporting our nation, giving us a good percent of our economy as well. We have our own Stephen Vince helping us out plenty with our economy, as well being the master of the House of Treasure. So then we have Machen Kodat and Richard Taylor. Richard Taylor is the other guy. He is 5th on our aristocrat board, and by himself also contributing a good percentage to our economy. So those guys, the 1st and the 5th, are actively like starting to get into these beefs, as well as other micronations talking about like the Empire of Whitewind jumping in and saying they're gonna just crush the board. This feels like an anime where like you have the two, like the main character and their villain like duking up and about to fight, and it feels like both sides are like rooting for their guy and everybody's ready and it's really tense, and then the like big looming bad guy for next season shows up like right at the end on the last episode, and you're like, ah, no. That's what this is all about. That's incredible. I love this. You got Richard throwing up against Matthew. Richard being the new guy on the block, ready to show his stuff at number 5. Matt being number 1, old money sitting back there. They're ready to throw down. I appreciate it. And then all of a sudden you have Empire of Whitewind just storming in. It's my favorite. Dutchie Beige said, "Night night, Zane." Salem said, "Oops, a war over notes is soon." I agree. I'm excited to see it. Richard Taylor says, "It's not business to me either. It's about the idea." Matt said, the idea you invest in. The more you invest, the more profit you can make. The profit could go high or low. My friend, it's just business." Matt's out here making business moves. Matt said, "I technically got 60 notes, but eh." Oh, that's true, because you bought 20 more. Yeah, we got to throw it in. That's true. Matt has actually now doubled his brother Drew, 60 notes to 30 notes. So there is some interesting content for you guys. Matthew Freeman, I'm excited to see your interview, by the way. I'm really hyped to see the interview at 40 notes. That's incredible. Um, Richard says, "I don't want to make a profit either. I support the idea of having something better." I appreciate it, and that's a really noble cause. And you're like financially supporting that. You're supporting that by paying your citizenship tax as well. Richard is one of the 3 people in Eternia who pay their citizenship tax. Both of them actually are on the aristocrat board. We have Matthew Freeman and Richard Taylor both pay their citizenship tax, and also are helping to support our economy. So doing that, purchasing notes, these are the guys who are investing financially in the Empire of Eternia, and it's cool to see. White One said, "Emperor AP, if you still have the aristocrat board, when I become an adult, I'll buy 4,000 plus notes." Of course we will have it. Dude, we're going to have the nation of the Empire of Eternia. We're moving toward that in like the next 5 years. Like we're actively pushing toward trying to get land, trying to get things developed in a major sense. Matt says, "The problem in 2, 3, and 4 are just like, oh God." Uh, the people in 2, 3, and 4 are just like, oh God. Yeah, Richard Taylor throwing hands at everyone in the middle, just punching up, dodging everyone, and coming straight for Matt. It's incredible. Matt says, "It was a decently short interview to the point, but yeah, I'm really excited to see it." Kingdom of Salem said, "Yep." Dutchie Beige says, "Nice." Matt says, "I just realized I could give 3 people 8 years of citizenship. That would be really cool. That would be incredible. If you did, like, that's actually an impressive thing. You could gift people. Ooh, we're doing that as a Christmas special for sure. You could gift people citizenships to the Empire of Eternia for a certain amount of time. That's very cool." Um, Matt says, "Gasp, is that a root beer?" It is not. It is not. You got sneaked. But I won't tell you what it is. It's a secret. We have 8 viewers right now, and I appreciate that, you guys. We are going on an hour and 37 minutes right now. I'm trying to see. I wish I could see the active. Maybe I can't. Maybe we can get over here and I can see how much watch time our video has right now. And we can talk about where we're at and what we're doing. As well, I'm thinking about investing in Streamlabs Prime or whatever, so I can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. But we will see how that goes. Hey, okay, so we have 51 views so far, 7 live viewers. I appreciate it. We have 6 likes. Can we get that like ratio up with the view ratio? I appreciate it. 51 views, that helps us a lot. Talking about the Unity Metal live stream and talking about what we're doing right now. Ooh, you can create a highlight video? That's cool. I'm just learning stuff about YouTube Studio. Very, very cool. A whole bunch of people. Matt said, "Gasp, is that root beer?" Prime Minister Andrew Carl Carter said, "Good afternoon, Your Imperial Majesty." Good afternoon, Andrew Carter. How are you? Matt said, "Hell yeah, I'm putting this in my notes for Christmas and Thanksgiving, gifting people citizenship." I appreciate it. I can make a show out of that. Nice. I would love that, actually. Hey guys, today we're going to get people citizenship in an entire, like, country, which is here's your foreign citizenship. Here you go. Oh, dude, I wanna put out passports so that we can have like passports made. I want to make passports though when Eternia becomes like a play, and that's gonna be like our big like long haul push, I think, or one of them is going to be Eternian passports. Once we get Eternia's land like purchased and we're finalizing it, we're going to start pushing that out. Or when we have it picked out and we're like almost to our goal, we're going to have everything settled. So that'll be really cool. Matt says, hell yeah, I'm putting this in my notes for Christmas and Thanksgiving, gifting people citizenship. I can make a show out of that. Whitewind says, learns how to use YouTube Studio. Exactly, it's important. Uh, Googling Matt said Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. Oh God, we would hit up everything. Average watch time 11 minutes 52 seconds. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are throwing that watch time up. We got an average view of 11. Yep, was our height this time. That's very cool, guys. I appreciate y'all. And the more, we have 8 concurrent viewers right now. And the more people hang out, the more it like blows it up. I just want y'all to know. Like, it's not like if another person comes in, it's like this. It's if another person comes in, it like really skyrockets the amount of watch time we get. So yeah, just having like, we have a chat rate of 8 concurrent view, 9 concurrent viewers. See that? That immediately when it comes in just goes whoop and shoots us up really high. Um, Prime Minister Andrew Carter says, I'm fine, Your Imperial Majesty. Of course, I hope you're doing well. We have 11, just like that. It goes and like jumps up. 10 concurrent viewers. See, just like that. We can get 62 playbacks now. We have a lot more views. Empire of White One said, Emperor AP, I think we could collaborate on passports because I know how to make stuff like that. That's very cool. I also know how to, like, this is very interesting because I want to see if we can do it internally. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how this works out. Salem says I have passports designed but not printed. That's kind of where we are at as well. William says, Andrew, what's up, bro? You still in a micronation? I'm gifting people citizenship. That's very cool. Yeah, he is. He is just flexing on us with all of his old money, and he is buying people citizenship. So, Andrew, if you have, Andrew actually was one of the first people to purchase citizenship from the Empire of Eternia through its tax program to pay his taxes financially. When we started the Patreon, he was one of our first $1 supporters. It was really cool. Um, uh, Kingdom of Salem said, I have designed the front of the pages. Um, Prime Minister Andrew Carl Carter says, Gouligan, good afternoon, bro, and how are you today, bro? Good afternoon, as well. It's good to see you. As well, Empire of Whitewind and the Kingdom of Salem. Those are some things. Having 2 other micronations actively in the, it says 10 concurrent viewers, but also says 8 concurrent viewers. I'm confused about that. But talking about how um, micronations can join in the chat and talk to us about this stuff is really cool because we need to start developing more consistent standards for the micronational community. One of the things we're coming out with very soon, all of these, like we talked about with this prestige system, these licenses, we're going to have citizenship licenses, sovereignty licenses, and foreign dignitary licenses. I want us to all try and adapt the same system. If we can adopt a system recognized um, of recognized symbols and identification cards, then we can make micronationalism really cool to a lot of degrees. There's going to be some stuff that we send out soon for that, but continue thinking about that because if you want to have your nation start joining onto some standards, some like intra-micronational standards, that would help a lot to grow the standard, and it would also make it a thing where you're immediately like brought into a larger micronational community and how it works. Um, um, Empire of Whiteman said Salem, I do too. Matt says, I ain't deleting WM. No, you can't silence me like this. Prime Minister Andrew Carl said, Gooligan, yes, I am still in my micronation right now, bro. Matt says his messages are being deleted. I'm sorry to hear about that. Which ones? Whitewind says, my phone is at 3% sadly, and I'm going to go to bed when it dies. Okay, well, I hope you have a good night. And I appreciate it. Y'all should definitely think about it. See you, Whitewind. I hope it's going well. Duchy of Beige says, also I'm hitting you up, Duchy of Beige. Like, people who are just in other micronations, let us know about this stuff. Gulligan said no. Gulligan said stop silencing my messages. Beige said see you, Whiteland. It was Whitewind. But yeah, see you guys. Um, Everybody's saying goodnight. Matt's saying no because all his messages keep getting deleted, and I think it's hilarious. We have 7 likes and 8 viewers. I appreciate that. If we could get the like ratio up, it would help a lot. Everybody's saying goodnight, White Wind. Hey, yeah, good night. And as well, I think we are going to start winding down as well. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all helping the stream out. As of right now, let's see what the final stream count is. 66 playbacks. Is that accurate? Let's see. Let's turn one of these into, no, YouTube. Eight watching now. How many total views though? Studio. Let's see. How long have we been streaming? What kind of things can we do with that? Ooh, 1128. Very nice. Again, monetization continuing to tick up every time we have a stream, and it's thanks to you guys. Right now, ooh, our analytics are doing good. Our watch time's doing good. Let's see, we're going to content. We gotta look at that live content. And I gotta cut out all of these stuff. Okay, 55 right now. It's saying 55, but YouTube's saying 66 on the live, so we'll call it that. Matt saying no, my message. If you want to hit me up with your message, Matt, in Discord, I will relay it to the chat later on. Empire of White One said LOL. Guys, I appreciate y'all. Please share the streams with people. Please let people know when we're hanging out and doing stuff. And also just rewatch old ones. The more we watch, the more we hang out and discuss stuff that we've talked about. Go back and watch old videos if you want. It helps us to move forward. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a good night. Empire of White One said LOL. Matt said, YouTube, stop bullying me. I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm so sorry. We have a chat rate of 6 thanks to Matt. Richard Taylor is contacting me by email when Tiffany finishes the drawing so we can figure out how to settle up. Sounds good. I appreciate that. We sure will. Hey, we have 9 concurrent viewers now. See, that helps the jump up as well. Just whenever we get a new person that comes in, the watch time of series goes ooh, and just jumps up. That's why whenever we get a boost, I like hang out for a second because I know it's big for us. You know, having another viewer is just a much larger amount of watch time. I sure will though. Matt says, YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. I gotta go. I would love to stay and hang out. I have to go to make sure that I can settle up with my own schoolwork and stuff that I have to do. So I'm gonna turn in for the night. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. We're gonna be moving this stuff out to the micronational world. So if you guys want to purchase these Unity medals, if you guys want to purchase these Imperial notes for your own micronation, the Owl's Mark, show that you support Eternia and its growth for land, please let me know, because that's what we are jumping up toward. That's what this whole idea is all about. So thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you guys for believing that micronationalism is possible, and we are going to be progressing forward. We have 9 viewers. This is really cool. It's helping. I hope you guys have a good night, and we are coming to you trying new content, experimental content. I'm sorry about the other night. The other night we did 2 streams back to back that were mobile streams moving through the US, and people were not happy. So I'm so sorry about it, and we're trying to get better at it, trying to move forward. White Wind said good night. Kingdom of Salem was sad. Yeah, I know. Kingdom of Salem said bye. Hit us up, Kingdom of Salem. We're interested to hear from you. Richard Taylor says Eternia forever. Eternia forever, Richard Taylor. Kingdom of White One said Salem. We are you in the dizzy. Oop. It's all good. Good night, Richard. See ya. Says Matt. Good night, Richard. Good night, Matt. Empire of White One says, are you in the dizzy? I'm very confused about what the Empire of White Wind is trying to ask Salem. Richard Taylor says, good night, Gilligan. Matt says, okay, message you, Emperor AP. That sounds good. Let me hit it up real quick. I told Matt I would do it. I told him that I would absolutely jump in and fix that for him. So let me just honor my thing real quick. He was trying. Matt was trying to say he's gifting citizenships. Hit him up on Discord, Frog Scrim. That's very cool. You know what? I bet if you hit it up in the Discord, Matt's saying he's buying people citizenships. So if you want to buy citizenships, not buy citizenships, if you want to have a citizenship for free, Matt, our very cool, um, highest aristocrat on the aristocrat board, actually this guy, he is buying people citizenship. So if you want to apply for his citizenship, hit him up on Discord. It's Matt. He is, what's his Discord name? Frog Scrim on our Discord. So hit him up. And yeah, I appreciate it, guys. As well, when you when we continue to develop stuff for our micronation, I am excited to see you guys continue to push that. So Matt, for example, with stuff like this, you know, if you're giving out citizenships to people, make it like a scholarship or something. Like make it cool. You could make a video on people like sending you written submissions or sending you video submissions as to why they want citizenship to the Empire of Eternia paid for. And then you could be like, these are the people that I chose who I think would be the best for Eternia, and this is why. So we could do like an Eternian citizenship scholarship put on by the wealthiest person in Eternia, Matthew Freeman. That would be very exciting. We also have the little moon dust cat, the little moony boy, hanging out right here with us. The Lawbringer, as I call him. He's hanging out with us. So if Uno is the crime boss in Eternia, he is the Lawbringer. He is her opposite. He is her nemesis. He's the sheriff in town. But yeah. Sorry for the tangent. Yeah, we absolutely do want that. Jack joined us. Jack, what's going on? It's good to see you. Jack said, sup. Well, if you don't know, we're the Empire of Eternia. We are a YouTube channel and a Micronation that's trying to become real. We are real, I guess. We're trying to become completely independent. We're trying to buy our own land. We're trying to become completely separate from any other nation, become unique in our own. We have our own community that's coming in through the chat there, and also in our Discord, as well as our Instagram, our website. We have a lot of stuff going on. We have an active economy. If you're interested in any of that and learning how someone starts their own country, you should hit up our YouTube channel. You should subscribe to us. If you don't know about the micronational community, join into our Discord, where you can hang out with some cool people. Multiple things. Empire of White One said, every time I hear metal clanking, I think of a gunshot. Well, look out. Oh, it's not really clanking. But yeah, Unity Metal. You don't need a gunshot when you have the Unity Metal. This one specifically, touched and worn by Emperor AP. Multiple things. Prime Minister Andrew Carl Carter says, goodnight, bro, Gooligan. Jack said, sup. Empire of White One says, welcome, Jack. Gooligan says, hell yeah, Emperor AP. I will get on that. Ah, yes, Moondust. White One says 1%. Richard Taylor said, now that's an awesome idea, AP. I appreciate it. I'm excited. To get the best and brightest in Eternia, we have an Eternian Empire citizenship application and we have already had that on our website. We have now a citizenship scholarship put on by the wealthiest Eternian, Matthew Freeman. Richard Taylor said, greetings, Jack. A whole bunch of stuff. Gooligan said, Matt, one of our citizens, said, Jake, if you don't have a micronation currently, or if you're leaving one, I am buying people citizenship. Yes, absolutely. Jack said he's been here since 400 subs. That's incredible. That's awesome. How have you felt seeing our growth? Like, we need to talk to you. Are you in our Discord? Hit us up, Jack. We miss you. just asking what's going on in the stream. Right now, we're hanging out. We are trying our best to continue to develop our culture and develop our citizenry. And the best way that we're doing that is because of our cool citizens. Matthew Freeman, the guy who's top of the aristocrat board, #1 big boy up there. He actually is at 60 notes now, clarification. But he is buying people's citizenship. So if you want Matt to potentially give you a citizenship for a certain amount of time, you should contact him on our Discord. He's Frog Scrim. If you've ever wanted to be a part of the Empire of Eternity, you can tell him why you think you deserve to be a citizen. Matt said, oh, now I have to buy the medal. Shaking my head, why? Richard Taylor says, I'm buying the medal tomorrow. Oh, God, there's going to be a fight over the medal. Prime Minister Andrew Carl Carter says, I love Cat now, Your Imperial Majesty, AP now you know. I appreciate it. I love Cat too. Yeah, everybody loves Moondust. They're awesome. Moondust and Uno are so cute. Jack says, I was here on stream when you hit 1,000 and the one when you hit 600. That's very cool. Thank you very much. Jack has been here for forever. You are a part of our history, Jack. You got to tell us more about yourself. Come back to the streams when you can. We miss you. Comment on this stream and email us, eternianempire@gmail.com. If you email us, if you go in the chat, if you go in the description, go to our website, fill out a form, do something. Contact us. I want to hear more about you. I just want to learn about you. Do you want to be a citizen of the Empire of Eternity? What got you interested in it? Jack, you may have hit up the stream a few times. I want to see what's going on. I appreciate it. Matt said, when tomorrow, Richard? Exact time zone, please. Exact time and time zone, please. Matt's trying to beat Richard. Richard said 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh gosh, Matt's gonna wake up early and get the worm out here. He's gonna snatch that from Richard. This is interesting. I appreciate it, you guys. I hope y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all.